New York City was loud enough to drown out most things, but not her drawings. They were charcoal, stark, fluid, intense, made by a woman no one in the city had heard of. She was teaching art in Texas then, believing distance might give her space to breathe. Alfred Stieglitz, the most feared and revered art dealer in America, found those drawings and recognized something dangerous in them, a woman seeing the world entirely on her own terms. He hung them in his gallery without asking her. When Georgia O'Keeffe found out, she didn't write a polite letter or wait for an invitation. She walked straight into the gallery, shoulders square, chin set, and told him to take them down. He told her no. Their argument crackled like two flints striking. Somehow from that fire, a partnership formed, not gentle, not simple, but charged with the force of two people who refused to bend. She had been born in Wisconsin, quiet but unyielding, certain from the beginning that she would not spend her life as an ornament in someone else's studio. She studied in Chicago and New York, learning how to paint the way men said art should be painted. Then she walked away and began again. The desert in Texas changed everything. The vastness, the sky that didn't end, the silence that felt like truth. She stopped painting what things looked like and began painting what they felt like. That was when Stieglitz discovered her work. They married years later, a pairing that made the city buzz. He photographed her through every angle of her life, her hands, her face, her body. Critics decided she was his muse, his creation. They said her work was an extension of his genius. She knew better. She began painting flowers. Not small, delicate things. Monuments. A single bloom filling the canvas so large you had to step back to see its shape. A flower so close you felt as if you were inside it. She made the world slow down long enough to look. Men decided her flowers were erotic. She told them their interpretations were their own problems, not hers. But New York pressed close, full of noise and opinion. She needed sky. In 1929, she went to New Mexico, where the earth opened wide and the rocks glowed at sunset. She returned again and again until the desert claimed her entirely. Stieglitz stayed in New York. Letters replaced conversation. When he died, she did not break. She settled what needed settling and then went home. To the red hills, to the silence, to the light. She made her studio in the desert. Painted bones held up against blue sky like ancient scripture. Painted cliffs and adobe walls and the curve of land worn down by wind. She traveled, she flew in small planes just to see rivers from above. Age came, vision dimmed, but she did not stop. She changed medium, she changed method, but she did not stop. She lived to 98, sharp as a blade, unsoftened by expectation. She never explained her work, never apologized for it, never allowed the world to make her smaller. She once said she had been afraid all her life, but fear had never stopped her from doing anything she wanted. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't wait for approval. She didn't shrink so others could feel larger. She painted flowers 6 feet tall. She lived nearly a century.